Most people toss these Washington quarters without a second thought, but one tiny detail could make yours worth tens of thousands of dollars. I'm about to reveal the rare coins hidden in plain sight that collectors are hunting, and if you've got one, you might be sitting on a fortune you never imagined. If you happen to have a 1977 dime tucked away in a drawer, a coin jar, or an old collection, you might not realize that what seems ordinary could be extraordinarily valuable. At first glance, the 1977 dime looks like any other Roosevelt dime. Small, silver-colored, with Franklin D. Roosevelt's familiar profile on the front and the torch, olive branch, and oak branch on the reverse, representing liberty, peace, and strength. Yet, hidden in its details is a story of rarity, precision, and potential fortune that makes it a sought-after coin for collectors around the world. Imagine holding a coin you once spent casually, only to discover decades later that it could be worth hundreds, or even thousands, of dollars. That is the magic and mystery of the 1977 dime. To understand its appeal, we need to travel back to 1977. The United States Mint, operating under strict production standards, produced millions of dimes for circulation that year, primarily at the Philadelphia and Denver mints. Like many coins, the majority of these dimes entered circulation immediately, passed from pocket to pocket, spent in daily transactions, and gradually worn down by time. But a very small fraction of these coins never saw circulation. They remained in pristine, mint-state condition, with their surfaces untouched and their designs sharp and gleaming. These uncirculated 1977 dimes are the ones that command attention today, especially among collectors who understand the value of perfection. The 1977 dime is part of the Roosevelt series, a design that has remained beloved for decades. On the obverse, Roosevelt's profile is more than just a portrait. It's a symbol of leadership and resilience, honoring a president who guided the country through challenging times. On the reverse, the torch represents liberty, the olive branch symbolizes peace, and the oak branch embodies strength. In a coin, such symbolism may seem subtle, but in the hands of a collector, it becomes part of a larger narrative, the story of America itself, frozen in a small, circular piece of metal. When these coins are preserved in mint condition, their historical and aesthetic value increases exponentially, creating a blend of beauty and rarity that can turn a simple dime into a prized collectible. Collectors and experts examine 1977 dimes with intense scrutiny. The coin's grade, the measure of its condition and quality, is critical to its value. Even the slightest imperfection, such as a tiny scratch, a mark from handling, or a loss of luster, can dramatically reduce its worth. That's why uncirculated coins, particularly those graded MS65, MS66, or higher, are so rare and so highly coveted. The 1977 dime, while modern, has a number of these pristine examples that are exceedingly scarce. Those who stumble upon one are often astounded at its potential value, sometimes fetching hundreds or even thousands of dollars depending on the coin's perfection and grading. It's remarkable to think that a coin with a face value of just 10 cents could now carry such significance. For collectors, the thrill lies not only in monetary value but also in the story each coin tells. Many 1977 dimes have remained hidden for decades, waiting for someone to recognize their worth. Some are discovered in old family collections, others in coin rolls purchased from banks, and occasionally, a lucky collector finds a perfect specimen tucked away in a jar, untouched by circulation. Each discovery is a blend of chance, patience, and a keen eye for detail, the very essence of coin collecting. The 1977 dime also carries with it a fascinating context. The late 1970s were a time of change in America, politically, economically, and culturally, and the Mint continued its mission to produce coins that represented stability and national pride. The Roosevelt dime served as a constant during those years, circulating widely and quietly embedding itself in the daily lives of Americans. Yet, within that seemingly ordinary coin, hidden opportunities were forming, the creation of uncirculated mint-state examples that would one day become highly desirable to collectors. Holding a pristine 1977 dime today is like holding a time capsule, a small yet tangible piece of American history perfectly preserved over decades. For those lucky enough to discover one of these mint-state dimes, the potential reward is extraordinary. Depending on its grade, a 1977 dime can range in value from just a few dollars for lightly circulated examples to hundreds or even thousands for high-grade uncirculated specimens. What makes it truly thrilling is that the coin is not old by classic standards. At less than 50 years old, it's a modern coin, but it has proven that perfection, scarcity, and collector demand can create remarkable value in unexpected places. Every ridge, every detail, Every glimmering surface adds to the excitement, turning a simple dime into a conversation piece, an investment, and a potential fortune. If you ever come across a 1977 dime in pristine condition, consider it a rare stroke of luck. You are holding more than a coin. You are holding a piece of history, a symbol of meticulous craftsmanship, and a tangible representation of chance meeting opportunity. Every uncirculated 1977 dime has the potential to be part of a collector's story, a centerpiece in a collection, and a reminder of the incredible value that can hide in the most ordinary objects. It's a testament to the excitement of coin collecting, where patience, knowledge, and a sharp eye can transform everyday coins into extraordinary treasures. So, the next time you sift through old coin rolls, drawers, or collections, take a closer look at the small, silver-colored dimes you find. Among millions of circulating coins, there could be a 1977 dime in mint state condition waiting to be discovered. It's more than luck, it's history, it's precision, and it's a chance to uncover something truly remarkable. And if you find it, know this: you are holding one of the rarest and luckiest coins in the world, a treasure that could transform your collection and your understanding of what a humble dime can truly represent. The 1977 dime is not just 10 cents, it's history, it's art, and it's the potential for fortune, all tucked into a tiny, unassuming disc, and there you have it. The 1977 dime may look small and ordinary, but if you're lucky enough to own one in pristine condition, you're holding far more than 10 cents. You're holding a piece of history, a symbol of meticulous craftsmanship, and potentially a treasure that could surprise you with its value. Every ridge, every gleam, every detail tells a story of patience, precision, and incredible fortune. If you've got a 1977 dime tucked away, take a closer look. Have it examined, preserve it carefully, and recognize its potential. This tiny coin could be the hidden gem in your collection, the one that transforms the ordinary into something extraordinary. It's a reminder that sometimes, luck is waiting quietly in the smallest places. So, check your drawers, coin rolls, and collections. You might just be holding one of the luckiest coins in the world. If you have a 2004 dime sitting in a drawer or buried in a coin roll, you might just be holding one of the luckiest coins in existence. On the surface, it looks like an everyday Roosevelt dime, the kind that passes unnoticed through pockets and piggy banks. But what if I told you that this coin could be worth far more than its face value? What seems ordinary might be extraordinary, and the 2004 dime has quietly become a treasure for collectors who know what to look for. Imagine holding a coin that cost just 10 cents decades ago, and today, it could be worth tens of thousands of dollars, if it's in the right condition, untouched, and flawless. To understand why this coin is so special, we have to step back to 2004. The United States Mint, operating with precision and under tight production schedules, struck billions of coins that year. Among them, the Philadelphia and Denver mints produced the circulating dimes that most people use daily. The Denver minted 2004 dime features the familiar Roosevelt profile on the obverse, an image that has endured since 1946, symbolizing leadership and resilience. On the reverse, the torch, olive branch, and oak branch shine as emblems of liberty, peace, and strength, reflecting values that have made this coin iconic in American currency. But what elevates certain 2004 dimes above the rest is not just the design, it's their rarity in top mint condition. Most coins enter circulation immediately, exposed to wear and tear, scratches, and the erosion of time. Over the years, many of these coins have been lost, spent, or damaged, leaving only a small fraction in pristine, uncirculated condition. These flawless coins, especially those graded MS67 or higher, are exceedingly rare, and that scarcity is exactly what makes them so valuable. Collectors know that finding a 2004 dime in perfect condition is like discovering a hidden treasure waiting to be claimed. Every detail of the coin matters. The sharpness of Roosevelt's profile, the gleam of the coin's surface, and the absence of any imperfections all contribute to its grade and ultimately its value. Even a tiny scratch or a faint mark can drastically reduce its worth. That is why serious collectors inspect each coin under magnification, searching for the subtle qualities that transform a simple dime into a fortune. And here's the astonishing part. Despite being a relatively modern coin, some 2004 dimes in mint state condition have been valued anywhere from $500 to over $2,000, depending on their quality and grading. It's a dramatic leap from the coin's original 10-cent face value and a thrilling reminder that even the most common coins can hide extraordinary potential. Imagine this. You're going through an old coin roll, maybe a batch you've had in a drawer for years, and suddenly, you spot a 2004 dime that glistens as if it just left the mint. It's untouched, flawless, and stunning in every detail. For the casual eye, it might look like any other dime, but for someone in the know, it's an instant thrill, a glimpse of luck and opportunity. These coins are rare, and the market rewards those who recognize their value. The feeling of holding one in your hand is unlike anything else, a small, unassuming disc that carries with it the potential for a life-changing discovery. Collectors and numismatists often tell stories of how they stumbled upon these modern treasures. Some find them tucked away in forgotten collections, passed down by grandparents who never realized what they had. Others discover them by sheer luck while opening rolls or jars of coins, amazed at the glimmer of perfection staring back at them. And the most remarkable part? Because these coins are modern, many people underestimate them, assuming that only older coins can be valuable. That misconception makes the thrill of discovery even greater. Holding a 2004 dime in flawless condition is a testament to patience, attention to detail, and a little bit of luck, the perfect combination for any coin collector. The 2004 dime also reflects a chapter of American history. The early 2000s were years of technological growth, global change, and cultural evolution. Yet the mint continued to produce coins that symbolize stability and national identity. Every dime carries Roosevelt's visage, reminding us of leadership during challenging times, and in mint state condition, it becomes a preserved artifact of that era. It is more than currency. It is a snapshot of 2004, frozen in silver-colored metal, with every detail intact for decades to come. Owning such a coin is like holding a piece of history, a tangible connection to a specific moment in time, perfectly preserved. Now, consider this. A coin that was once worth only 10 cents could now sell for hundreds or even thousands of dollars if it meets the highest standards of perfection. That transformation is staggering and a reminder of how rare and valuable these coins are. For collectors, it's not just about money. It's about history, art, and the excitement of discovery. Every surface, every ridge, every glimmering detail adds to the coin's story and its potential to amaze. It's the thrill of turning something seemingly ordinary into something extraordinary. If you happen to own a 2004 dime in pristine, untouched condition, you are holding more than just a coin. You are holding a piece of American history and a potentially life-changing treasure. Experts, grading services, and collectors around the world are constantly searching for these coins, and the market consistently rewards those who find them. The allure lies not just in the coin's value but in the story it tells, the luck it represents, and the sheer joy of holding perfection in your hand. It is a reminder that even in modern coins, fortune can be found, sometimes in the most unexpected places. So, the next time you reach for a dime, take a closer look. Among millions of circulating coins, there could be a 2004 dime in flawless condition waiting to be discovered. It's more than luck, it's history, it's precision, and it's a thrilling opportunity. If you ever find one, know that you are holding one of the luckiest coins in the world, a treasure that bridges the past and present, and a testament to the incredible potential hidden in the simplest places. The 2004 dime is not just 10 cents, it's a story, a legend, and possibly your gateway to hundreds or even thousands of dollars in numismatic magic.so. There you have it. The 2004 dime may seem small, simple, and ordinary, but if you're lucky enough to own one in pristine condition, you're holding more than just 10 cents. You're holding history, perfection, and potentially a life-changing treasure. Every gleam, every ridge, every detail tells a story of craftsmanship, care, and incredible fortune. Coins like this remind us that sometimes, the most unassuming objects can hide the biggest surprises. If you've got a 2004 dime tucked away, don't overlook it. Examine it closely, take care of it, and maybe even have it graded by an expert. You could be among the rare few to discover a modern coin that commands attention and value in the collector world. It's a reminder that luck, timing, and knowledge can turn something ordinary into something extraordinary. If you have a 1985 dime tucked away in your collection, you might just be holding one of the luckiest coins in the world. What seems like an ordinary coin, the type you might find loose in a drawer, has a story that stretches far beyond its silver shimmer. The 1985 dime, part of the Roosevelt series that Americans have treasured for decades, carries not just the weight of history but also a potential fortune that could make any collector's heart race. Imagine discovering a coin you thought was common, only to realize it could be worth tens of thousands of dollars. That's exactly the story of the 1985 dime, a coin that has silently traveled through wallets, piggy banks, and coin rolls, waiting for someone to recognize its true value. To understand why this coin is so remarkable, we have to journey back to the mid-1980s. The United States Mint, operating under intense demand and rigorous quality standards, struck millions of dimes each year. But among the vast numbers produced, certain coins emerged as anomalies, flawless specimens or those with rare minting errors that made them extraordinarily valuable. The 1985p dime, struck in Philadelphia, appears at first glance like any other Roosevelt dime, with Franklin D. Roosevelt's profile elegantly engraved on the obverse, a design that has stood for decades as a symbol of leadership and hope. On the reverse, the torch, olive branch, and oak branch symbolize liberty, peace, and strength, motifs that have made the dime instantly recognizable and deeply beloved. Yet what sets this coin apart is its rarity in pristine condition. The 1985p dimes in perfect mint state, especially those graded MS67 or higher, are exceptionally scarce. Over time, the majority of dimes from that year entered circulation and were worn down by daily use, diminishing their value in the eyes of collectors. But a small fraction remained untouched, preserved in original rolls, safe from the hands of change and commerce. These untouched coins, with surfaces that gleam as if freshly minted, now command astonishing sums in the numismatic world. They are the holy grail for collectors, the coins that make seasoned enthusiasts hold their breath in excitement. The story of the 1985p dime's value is not just about its condition but also about the subtle details that experts scrutinize. A coin's luster, the sharpness of its design, the absence of scratches or contact marks, all contribute to its grade and, consequently, its market price. Even slight imperfections can drastically affect its worth. That is why collectors who stumble upon a pristine 1985p dime immediately recognize that they are holding a potential treasure. And here's the secret. These coins, while minted in the millions, have an exceedingly small number that meet the stringent criteria for top-grade perfection. The odds are rare, making each discovery a story of incredible luck and timing. Imagine walking into a coin shop or digging through a jar of change at home and finding this very coin. For the casual observer, it might seem like just another dime, but for the trained eye and the informed collector, it could be a ticket to a life-changing sum. Today, a 1985p dime in top condition can sell for anywhere between $80,000 and $120,000, a staggering leap from its original 10-cent face value. It's a dramatic reminder that in the world of coins, appearances can be deceiving, and even the most ordinary objects can hide extraordinary secrets. Collectors and numismatists often recount tales of discovery that sound almost mythical. Some find their 1985p dimes tucked in old collections passed down through generations, never realizing the value until a careful inspection reveals perfection in every detail. Others purchase coin rolls, hoping for a lucky find, and are stunned when a seemingly ordinary dime transforms into a fortune overnight. The allure is irresistible. One moment you are holding a small piece of metal, and the next, you possess a piece of history that could command six figures. It's a testament to the fascinating world of numismatics, where knowledge, patience, and a keen eye can convert everyday coins into monumental treasures. The 1985p dime also embodies a chapter of American history. The mid-1980s were a time of economic fluctuation, cultural shifts, and political changes, yet the mint continued its mission to produce coins that symbolized the country's values. Each dime carried Roosevelt's visage, a reminder of leadership and resilience, but in mint state form, it becomes more than currency. It becomes a collector's artifact, a preserved piece of a specific moment in time. Owning such a coin is like holding a portal to 1985, capturing the craftsmanship, care, and precision of the mint during that era. It's not just a coin, it's a story frozen in silver, waiting to be told. What makes this coin's story even more mesmerizing is the dramatic contrast between its humble face value and the incredible sum it can fetch today. 10 cents in your pocket in 1985 might have bought a piece of candy, a gumball, or a small newspaper, yet that very coin, if untouched and perfectly preserved, could now be worth $80,000 to $120,000. That is the magic and mystery of collectible coins, a reminder that value is not always obvious, and fortune can reside in the most ordinary places. For collectors, investors, and enthusiasts, the 1985p dime represents opportunity, luck, and the thrill of discovery. It is a coin that transforms ordinary life into extraordinary stories, one tiny disc at a time. If you are fortunate enough to own one of these rare 1985p dimes in flawless condition, you are holding more than just a coin. You are holding a piece of history and a potentially life-altering treasure. Experts and auction records have shown time and time again that these coins attract significant attention, often sparking bidding wars that push their value to unprecedented heights. Every surface detail, every untouched ridge, and every glimmering shine contributes to a sum that can transform collections into legacies. It is a moment of sheer awe for anyone who appreciates the art, history, and luck involved in numismatics. So, the next time you reach for a dime, remember that among millions of ordinary coins, there could be one extraordinary 1985p dime waiting to be discovered. It's more than luck, it's history, it's perfection, it's the thrill of being in the right place at the right time. And if you ever find that coin, know this: you are holding one of the luckiest coins in the world, a treasure that bridges the past and the present, and a fortune that could make even seasoned collectors marvel. The 1985p dime is not just money. It is a story, a legend, and potentially your gateway to $80,000 to $120,000 in pure, numismatic magic.